What's good, YouTube? I am back again today with a deck profile of Crystal Beasts, and I'm very new to this archetype. I think I've been playing it for like 3 days, but I've really enjoyed the deck, and I had a friend when I started playing this, started playing like in 2011 again. One of my best friends, yeah, sure, well, not best friend, uh, played Crystal Beasts, and it was just an interesting deck to play against. And I kind of waited a while to pick it up just because I thought the deck looked kind of complicated. And then finally I played it, made a deck, played it, and I really enjoyed the way it's playing. So please, if you have any advice, please give it to me when it comes to Crystal Beasts. Because I've noticed online I feel like this deck could be really good, but online, like there's a bit of it online. It's just the decks are kind of subpar. I don't know. Maybe they're not, and I just think they're subpar. I don't know. But I've talked enough. Let's actually talk about stuff that matters. So first off, 3 Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. When it's summoned by any means, you can place a Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or grave into your Spell and Trap card zone. So this guy's pretty much a +1 on summon. And he fills up your back row with your Crystal Beast monsters, which is the engine of the deck. And the other important monster of the deck is Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle. When this card is special summon, you can special summon as many Crystal Beast cards from your Spell and Trap card zone to your field. So the Pegasus sets up your Spell and Trap card zone to get your monsters, and then Carbuncle special summons them, letting you swarm, which makes this deck perfect for spamming Xyz monsters. I run 3 Topaz Tiger. It's the Rush Rhino of the deck, and just having a nice 2,000 meter is pretty good. 3 Amber Mammoth. It's just another beater with 17 attack, and also I can redirect attacks to it, so that's pretty good. And then to end off the Crystal Beast, I run 2 Emerald Tortoise. I just wanted another level 3 monster along with Ruby Carbuncle to make rank 3s, and this one has 2,000 defense, so if I need to just have a wall there. I'm just going to skip over this real quick. To Summoner Monk, the deck runs a lot of spells, and I think that's one of the reasons why I love the deck, because I love spell cards for whatever reason. And a lot of the time you could potentially have a dead spell card, so Summoner Monk, you pitch it, special summon Pegasus, get your +1 off Pegasus, and go for Xyz plays and all that good stuff. And ending off the monsters, I run 3 Dragon Queen of Tragic Ending. This card can only be special summoned by controlling 3 or more face-up continuous spell cards, and when your Crystal Beasts would be destroyed, they become continuous spell cards in your Spell and Trap card zone. And when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent sends 1 card from their hand to the grave, so it's not like Dark Worlds. And you also draw a card, so when it inflicts battle damage, it becomes a +2. And finally, during your standby phase, if this card was sent from the field to the grave, you can send a continuous spell card you control to the grave to special summon this card from your grave. So also, by giving up one of your Crystal Beasts, Tragic Queen refuses to die, so that's just wonderful. And while Rainbow Dragon is the boss monster for the deck, it's very rare you'll actually see a variant running Rainbow Dragon, just because it's not that good. But some people will run Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder, and I chose not to run this card because I don't want to get rid of my Crystal Beasts except for by my spells, and giving up 3 is quite a bit, but he's still pretty good because when he destroys a monster, you can inflict 1,000 burn damage to them. And he's 4,000, so he's much bigger than Queen. One thing I love about Queen, though, is that she gives me rank 6 plays. And they have come in handy to save the day. So, on to the spell cards. 3 Ancient City of Rainbow Ruin. This card gains effects depending on how many Crystal Beasts are in your Spell and Trap card zones, and they're all pretty good effects. So, if you have 1 or more Crystal Beasts, This card cannot be destroyed by card effect, so I've seen people run Malefics, like Malefic Cyberend, and as long as you have one Crystal Beast, this sticks around, so Malefics are pretty hard to deal with. If you have 2 or more, once per turn you can have any battle damage you take that turn. 3 or more, during either player's turn, you can negate or spell a trap card by sending a Crystal Beast monster you control and negate that effect. So this is probably my favorite effect, just because this deck doesn't have a lot of protection, but this effect you do get protection. 4 or more, during your main phase, you can draw a card from your deck. And 5 or more, you can special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your spell and trap card zone. So yeah, I run 1 Terraforming. Originally I was running 3, because I could always pitch him for Summoner Monk and stuff like that. But I see it enough, and I cut it because I wanted some other cards. And yeah, I run 3 Crystal Beacon. You can special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your deck. You must control 2 or more Crystal Beast Spell or Trap cards. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to you in a second. I run 3 Crystal Blessing. Target 2 Crystal Beast monsters in your grave and place them in your spell and trap card zone. So this is kind of like the salvage of the deck. And I'm sure people aren't gonna like me running 3, but since this is very heavy with just spamming Exceeds monsters in general, this card lets me take the monsters that were on the Exceeds and put them back on the fields, giving me that +1. 2 Crystal Promise. I can special summon a Crystal Beast monster from my spell trap card zone onto my field. I prefer Crystal Beacon over Crystal Promise, but that's just me. But that's probably because I see it more. But yeah, they're both pretty good cards. 2 Rare Value. If you have 2 or more Crystal Beast cards in your spell and trap card zone, your opponent chooses to send one to the grave, and then you draw 2 cards. So it's kind of like their Allure of Darkness. And I kind of want to put it up to 2, but I know the moment I put it up to 2, I'm going to draw them dead in my opening hand. And I want to put it up to 3. But I know the moment I put up to 3, it's going to be getting dead in my hand, and that's 2 works out fine. Stable Dark Hole Monster Born. No Heavy Storm because I want to keep my Crystal Beasts on the field. I do run 2 MSTs, pop your back row. And 3 Crystal Regeki. It's kind of like Regeki Break, except for instead of discarding a card, you send a Crystal Beast from your spell and trap to the grave to destroy a card your opponent controls. So this is kind of just removal for especially back row. So very fun. For the extra deck, I run for the 3s Zen mains, Tempo, Levier, Giga Brilliant, and Leviathan. I'm going to actually probably end up cutting one of my rank 3s because they don't make them too much for a bit more rank 4s. And for rank 4s, I run Cowboy, Symphony to Jin, Lightning Chidori. This card is amazing. You make it using 2 Sapphire Pegasus. And since, of course, Sapphire Pegasus can be searched out of the deck a multitude of ways and just keep reoccurring. So even though you only have 3 wins in the grave, although I was running Cobalt Eagle for about a minute before I realized I didn't need it. But yeah, so Chidori will definitely give you some good advantage. 1 Diamond Direwolf, I want to put this card up to 2. This card is amazing for the deck. You can destroy a Beast Warrior, Winged Beast monster you control, and another card on the field. And when you try to destroy one of your Crystal Beasts, Pegasus, Tiger, Mammoth, it goes to your spell and trap card zone, so you actually just get the +1 straight off Wolf's effect, and you've set up a Crystal Beast in your spell and trap card zone. And this card is just amazing in the deck. I want to put it up to 2 if I haven't already said that. A Black Ship, Papal Operative, Shockmaster, Gem Knight Pearl, and for rank 6s, Gauntlet Launcher, and Strike Bouncer. Please, if you have any experience with Crystal Beasts and you want to give me some tips, Go ahead and please do that. Please like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.